NIO stock is up 16% yesterday, and if you include the day before that, it's up a total of 29%. Wow, in just 2 days. All thanks to the ES8 launch. And guys, I think this might just be the start. This is just the beginning, guys. All right, we got some important, shocking information that NIO's president had shared, which is essentially just a death sentence to all the shorts. And also, NIO CEO shared a heartfelt message to everybody. And also, we're going to talk about Li Auto's panic price cuts. So, let's start off with the big news. That is the fact that NIO ES8 orders are actually higher than the Envoy L90 orders. Yeah. You heard that right. NIO's president himself said that even though they don't share specific order numbers, but he said that from the time of the launch event ending up until when they did that press conference, however many hours have passed, the total number of orders have surpassed and they're way above the Envoy L90's orders in the same period of time. And don't believe me? Have a listen yourself, all right?
As our friends may know, we don't discuss unaudited sales figures. This order is one such case. However, I can share our general impressions. Yesterday, people seemed to appreciate our new ES8's positioning and its final pre-sale price. I'll just say this. From the moment the press conference ended until now, in the same time frame, the new ES8's orders have surpassed last month's L90 figures.
Absolutely fantastic. And we got to understand the reasoning behind this. And this is pretty critical, all right? But nonetheless, like orders exploding. All right, orders exploding, period. Now, why are orders exploding? It's all thanks to the blockbuster price that absolutely shocked everybody. It was way under everybody's expectations, and NIO CEO had a very hard choice to make when setting the price for this car, because you needed to maintain the high level premium status of the brand and not cheapen it out, but at the same time, you got to make sure the company is profitable. You make sure that the car sells well, right? So he talked about how he spoke with so many ES8 owners, and a lot of them actually gave him the advice, don't worry about making the car too expensive or too cheap, right? Survival of the company and profitability of the company is the most important thing. And William Li really understood the fact that if he priced the car where it is right now, 416,000 RMB, which is way below the previous starting price of the ES8, which was around 490k RMB, this would significantly damage the secondhand resale value of existing ES8s, 100%. All right. So he was really worried about doing this, and the NIO owners all said, don't worry about it, because survival of the company is the most important. So he really wanted to thank all the ES8 owners out there for supporting him. And of course, he does need to prioritize the company before, existing NIO owners, which makes sense. So with that out of the way, and the fact that ES8 no longer has the job of being the most premium car of the brand, the ET9 and the future ES9 will have that task. They will have the job of being the best of the best, the pinnacle of NIO, what NIO has to offer, and of course the most expensive car. And the ES8 is relieved from that task, and it can essentially focus on delivering the most premium luxury family SUV, and that sells well with a blockbuster price. And they have done exactly that with this launch event. So he this is great, man. And thanks to that pricing we talked about in my previous video, how it's even cheaper than the ES6 when you spec it up to like similar battery capacity and similar like specs in terms of seat comfort and all that kind of stuff. The ES6 is actually more expensive. So you get an idea of, damn, this ES8 is so like affordable right? With such good features that everybody's buying this. And combined with the fact that there's over 700,000 existing NIO owners out there. And I bought my car several years ago. I'm like 36,000th something NIO owner. But 700,000 NIO owners, every single one of them got a voucher, all right, of 8,000 RMB to purchase the brand new ES8. And keep in mind that existing NIO owners with like free battery swap privilege, unlimited free warranty, if you buy an Envo, you can't transfer that to the Envo car, but you can transfer it to this new ES8. So that's exactly what a lot of existing NIO owners are doing. They're finally pulling the trigger and buying a new NIO, and they're selling their existing NIO. And they're moving their battery swap privilege and lifetime warranty privilege to the new ES8. And it makes sense. And think about it, 700,000, just 10% of that is around 70,000 potential orders. That's absolutely crazy. So, yeah, a lot of people are buying this, okay? And those existing, like, founders, ES8 owners, these guys get the most, like, they get so much for their discount, the discount voucher. I think it's 12,000, right, RMB, whereas normal NIO owners like me, we only get like 8,000 RMB off. So that's crazy. So a lot of existing founders NIO owners, founders ES8 NIO owners, they are going to buy this car. Yeah, they are buying this car. This car is too cheap, too good for the price that it is. Okay, and of course, this has also caused a lot of panic with competitors. Everybody, like so many people, everybody's switching to this car. And you see these in chat groups, like Li Auto chat groups. They're like, I'm exiting the chat group because I'm buying the ES8. Bye-bye, everybody. And people messaging that, saying that in the chat group. And then sales reps, they can't do anything, right? Yes, you have the pre-order. You pre-ordered a Li Auto car, but they just give up that 5,000 pre-order deposit, basically. Because NIO will give you 5,000 RMB off of your new purchase, of your ES8 purchase. So absolutely crazy. So some say NIO has reignited the price war, but I say this is finally time for NIO to dominate, because NIO, everybody has been giving NIO so much slack, so much shit for their losses, which have all been mostly R&D, right? And not just in the West, but also in China. Like, everybody that don't understand what's going on, they talk about, every car NIO sells, they lose X amount of money. How about I don't buy the car and you give me that money? Like, what the hell, right? It's absolutely stupid. And finally, you're seeing, well, where does the losses come from? It's R&D, right? Finally, we're able to see this come to fruition, and they're able to bear fruit with the R&D investment. And it's a time of harvest, according to the CEO, right? With these R&D, you're able to self-develop things, make it cheaper. If you have to buy something else from someone else, that's going to be jacked up in price and it's going to be more expensive. So just develop it yourself, and it's much more affordable. You're able to also save a lot on materials. NIO CEO has also talked about how the ES8 doesn't compromise on safety. It's actually even more safe because of R&D. So you're going to have very, very good margins on these cars. And it's sort of at a point where competitors, they can't compete with this price point. They got to cut prices. So Li Auto has come out with some of the most aggressive price cuts ever. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Because, who in the right mind would buy a L9 if it's more expensive than the ES8, but you don't have the features that the ES8 has? So a lot of people are switching. Yeah, this is definitely really nice for good for NIO. NIO finally has a blockbuster product that everybody wants at a very affordable price that NIO owners want as well, right? For the longest time, NIO owners have been jealous about like Li Auto and those other guys with the big screen and everything. Why can't we have it? We can have it. We can do it even better than them, right? We have mini LED, big TV screen, right? You want the TV, we give you the best TV. And there you have it. Yeah, you got such a good product. Yeah. So many good praises. So many customers in the store checking this out because they're blown away by that price point, man. Yeah. Yeah. This is just the beginning. And keep in mind, this is just the ES8, right? Down the line, next year, early next year, they have ES9, and then perhaps potentially the new ES6, even cheaper price. Man, that's gonna be crazy. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.